Here we are in Holualoa, quite a ways away from the ocean, actually about a mile and a half as the crow flies. And this is a coffee farm, an organic coffee farm. And it's all wild. It was here when we came, but we had to get rid of all of the introduced species, but all the other plants I've planted. A lot of huge mango trees overhead. There's noni, papaya, all the small bushes around are what the wild coffee. The big trees are all, well, the kukui that you see here, the candle nut, mango, and there's a lot of different citrus I've planted, but the main idea was if you take out a tree, you put back another, and it's either a native tree or a fruit tree. There was, this whole property was overgrown with Christmasberry and rose apple to introduce trees that become weeds here. And so we just over the last 10 years, it's just been an ongoing project to remove the introduced trees that aren't fruit bearing. There's 6 acres. It's not all coffee. There's a lot of avocado and just different varieties of mango and whatever, but they were all here before I was, and some of the trees are huge, and so they obviously were planted by the Hawaiians that were here before. This was actually King Kamehameha's terraced lands that dryland taro and sweet potato were grown. So as you go down through the property, there's terraces. He could sit down at the coastline and look up and see all these growing areas. Oh, cool. And so that's why it's just really, really important to me to keep everything intact. And all the walls are in situ. I haven't built any new walls. Any wall you see when you walk around, or any house site or grave or anything, is just how it was when the Hawaiians left it. Totally off the grid. It's just a solar house. No telephone lines. Thank God we have cell phones. And so I don't have a computer. I gave my computer away. I'll probably get a laptop soon so I can connect with people farther away. But it's really kind of nice just to have people call you instead of have to check emails all the time. We're really big into recycling all the windows and doors and sinks and bathroom. Everything is recycled from old houses in Oregon, where I also have a house in Lake Oswego. This, I don't like to advertise it a lot, but the kitchen is monkey pod. And I hate to see a monkey pod tree come down. We have less monkey pod here than we have koa. So the big slab that's the center is also monkey pod, but it's all from the same tree. Those are artifacts from the property here. They're pieces I've found around. I have it all logged on a map, exactly where everything was found. But I was told by Hawaiian friends that I shouldn't leave them out there because if somebody comes along and sees them, they'll take them. The post to the left and the right here, are structural posts. This is a really special type of tree that we have here other than being ohia. It was wrapped with a vine when it was young, and it grows that way. So they're really rare to find. And that's the post of honor, the Japanese would call it. And the rest of the house, as you can see, has these great big trees. Looks like trees going through it, but it's actually the 3-story trees that the whole house sits on. The house hangs on these great big trees. They are what is the structure instead of having a foundation.